Well, hello everybody, and welcome to this episode of G-Bear's Off-Grid Ways, a homestead in the desert. And yeah, look what the geoengineers are doing. Look at that neat little display they did there. And that one over there looks like it's all raining down towards the earth. So that's pretty interesting. And then they got these streaks up here. And they got those streaks over there and those streaks over there spreading out into a cloud formation. And over there, yeah, wonder what their agenda is on this one. Probably a COVID cure. Yeah, right. Anyway, I didn't post for a couple of days here, but look at the wet ground here. You know what that means? Yep, water leak. So what happened? Well, got up in the morning, did my chores, and I got both of the chicken waterers, the ones that are like this but bigger, and brought them up here. I brought that third one at the same time, and I was going to wash that one out. But I wanted to fill the other two because they were completely out of water, and I wanted to get some water to them. So I did fill the other two, and I had this faucet turned on to do that. And that's comes off of that hose bib down there. Now, before I go any further, I want to mention that that hose bib is a shark bite anti-freeze hose bib. You see the bell shape on it that's up against the wall? Well, that's supposed to allow heat from inside of the cabin wall to come out and keep that faucet from freezing. So, that was on. And so were the levers, the two levers down here. One goes to the hose, the other one goes to this no-burst hose and goes up to this faucet right here. Well, I came back after I watered or filled the water for the chickens, and I was supposed to shut that off down there and open this valve in case we went to a freeze, which we were supposed to do that night, and I didn't. So, what had happened was, right here inside of this plastic fitting, the water froze, expanded, and it broke off right there. I lost about 150 gallons of water here, got soaked into the ground, and luckily my neighbor was going by and thought she'd stop in and check my place out for me. And she did, and she saw the water bubbling out of there. And that was a good thing because they found the shutoff down here and they shut it off so that it didn't just keep on running. Otherwise, it could have emptied my whole tank while I was in town. So I really appreciate that. Thank you. Anyway, what really saved me from losing all my water is this hose is not supposed to be outside, for one, but I decided to put it on here just for a safety feature. And it's a good thing I did. That is a earthquake type hose for a clothes washer. And what's supposed to happen is if there's a problem and the washer springs a leak and starts running water out inside the cabin, those things automatically shut off. There's a little valve in there that will shut it off and keep the water from flooding your place. Well, apparently there was a little bit of ice in it, so it didn't shut off all the way, but it did shut off enough so that it kept the water loss down to a minimum, because it was just bubbling out of here, and this is under pressure. So if it hadn't been for that little shutoff valve in that hose, this water would have been squirting up over into the sky higher than my cabin. So I'm glad that my neighbor did stop by just to check out and said, let's do a drive-through and check his place out. They have a key to my gate. They are of the trusted variety of neighbors I have. And I appreciate them. I really do. So we were over here last night. I didn't post last night because they were over and we're all sitting around the fire out here because it's calm as can be. Look at that, just barely moving the flag. And we're sitting out here around the campfire, and they had a new set of 70 power binoculars and a tripod, and it clips onto your cell phone. And we're checking out all of the moon and the stars and all that stuff. And of course, it was a perfect night because the ISS, the International Space Station, went by right there and then headed off that way and disappeared. And it's going to do that again tonight, or sometime around 5 p.m. So those of you who are in this California area, you can look up to the north and you will see it just a little after 5 p.m. tonight. I think it's 5:06 to 5:09 or something like that. But it moves pretty quick, so you got to get out there and see it. And then, of course, it gets behind the Earth's curvature and the sun quits reflecting off of it. And then you can't see it anymore. It disappears. But tonight it's going to go almost directly overhead, heading kind of south like that. Last night it did the same thing, but it went that way a little further, and it disappeared over the Gulf of Mexico. And those of you who have Androids, there is an app called ISS Tracker, and you can download that for free, and it'll give you warnings 5 minutes before the ISS passes over, so you can get out and take a look at it if you'd like. But also we had a Saturn up here in the sky last night, and they got some nice pictures of that, and they had zoomed in so much they got with those binoculars, they could zoom in close enough to where you actually could see the rings around Saturn, and you could see the moons around Saturn. Of course, you couldn't really see the moons. You saw a little light next to the planet Saturn. But Saturn and Pluto and one of the other planets was right there in the sky last night. You can't see it tonight because it's covered by chemtrails. All right, enough of that, right? Well, there's something that I have to do tonight, and I'm going to take care of it right now. I was down here earlier, and I did close up everything because it's getting cool again, and last night it got down to 26 degrees. So I want to show you a few things that I did here. The peppers took a hit. I got some peppers on there I'm going to pluck off and get to use, the jalapenos. And I'm going to have to get another plant going inside of the greenhouse because when those deep freezes come, it doesn't do well for them. And then that grapevine finally realized it's winter time, so the leaves are dying off. It'll be ready to come back. And I did get the other Home Depot grapevine. I found the receipt to it, brought it in, and got my credit on it. And I spoke to the guy in the garden section, and he said that the new bare root plant should be coming in by the end of next week. So hopefully I'll be able to go over there and get myself a good grapevine early, because last time I waited all the way until like January 20th, and I got the leftovers of what was there, and they didn't take. So if I can get there early and get a good healthy one, get it into the ground, I'll probably end up with something that'll take. This is what I did to my tangerine tree. I got this tote, and look, you can see the moisture in there. That means there's a difference in temperature from the outside to the inside. And yeah, that's a good thing. So that should keep that alive through there. Now, even my cabbage out here took a little hit because of the deep freezes that we've been having. I had a couple of nights in a row of 27-degree temperatures, and that's cold. All right, so let's get the thing that I came down here to do done, so I can cut off this video and go have a beer. Wow, look at my lettuce. Isn't that nice? Everything's really doing well inside of here. Look at all of the carrots I have. Oh, by the way, a little off the track here, but hey, Janice, thank you for the wonderful Christmas card. That was very nice of you. I got it today, and I put it on my counter inside of the cabin so that I can see that one all the time. And I got some lettuce growing over there. I got some celery growing over there. I got some parsley growing up there. The tomatoes are doing well. Everything's doing well in here, except that one little bean plant over there took a hit on one of the cold nights. I think it was a little too close to the wall, But other than that, everything's still coming up just perfectly. Look at this parsley. It's really healthy in here. And then the asparagus, or asparagus if you will, it's doing well. It's going to live. It's going to give me stuff. All right, so what I came in here for was this. What you're looking at here. These are the seeds of the free seed giveaway number 2. And here's the box that they'll all be in. Okay, so I've got some in there already. And then all of these are going to go in there. These were bigger packages than these. So I can't put them in because they stick up too high for the folds to go over. So what I'm going to do is lay those down on top of here. And then these seed tapes will go over the top of those. And I got some peppers here and some onions and let's see, Swiss chard, spinach. And all these blue ones are flowers, blue and purple. And then all of the yellow ones are vegetables and herbs. So it's going to be a great one. And this one has over 125 packages of seeds. And for those of you who are worried that these seeds are expired and aren't going to be any good, everything that's growing in here grew from these seeds. So they are good. They're not bad. They are good seeds. All of these carrots, those are all seeds from this group of seed packs. All of these radishes, they're all the same seeds. All of this lettuce, it all came from these same seed packages. So nothing to worry about. They are good seeds. And some lucky winner will be getting those. I will be finishing up, hopefully tomorrow, I'll finish up the new rules for the new giveaway. And I'll be airing those tomorrow night's video. And then I'll tell you which day it actually starts. So don't jump the gun. Don't start sending me I'm-ins because it's not beginning yet. It hasn't started yet. There are some new rules, and everybody's going to have to get those rules in mind before this thing starts. So I just wanted to make sure I had everything ready here. I'm going to get these inside, to take that in the cabin, and it's going to sit right on my new bookcase by the front door, and all it'll be waiting for is a label for the winner, because this is going to be a shorter giveaway than the last one. The last one was 10 days long. And this one's going to be shorter than that. So we'll get it going. And somebody's going to have some fun with some good seeds come springtime. Or if you have a greenhouse like me, you're going to have some fun all winter long. I still have to work on my heater for in here. The 2 water barrels that I'm using as a water wall have been doing pretty good to keep things in here above freezing at night. But I really do need more than that in here, especially if it really gets down below the 26 and 27 that we have been getting. All right, everybody, chickens are doing well. I just gave them some treats. They're still laying. It dropped back from 4 a day to 3 a day, but I'm still getting 3 eggs a day out of my 4 little hens in there. And every now and then I get 4, but on an average it's 3 a day. Everything's doing fine. Tomcat is doing well. He likes spending the days laying in the sun and basking in the sun inside of my mash shower out there. And then he goes into his cage at night. He eats and drinks and uses the litter box there. So I don't have to worry about stepping in cat poo all over the place out here. And he's just being a good little cat. He stays close to his cage still because he's not used to desert environment 100% yet. But I have a feeling he will start venturing out when he sees a little critter go by. If he's laying out there, he'll probably take off after it and realize, hey, these good hunting grounds. So yeah, the water came all the way out here when it leaked. All right, everybody. That's all I have for today. Don't forget to subscribe. You have to be a subscriber for the seed giveaway. And for those of you out of the United States, out of the country, no, you're not eligible only because I cannot send seeds or plants outside of the country. I can, but it's really ridiculously expensive, and it's a long deal process. I have to fill out paperwork for the United States, and I have to fill out paperwork for whatever country it's going to be sent to. And they have to be inspected, and it'll take you a month to get the seeds, even if I mail them first class. So I just say, no, if you're out of the country, no, you're not eligible to be in the seed giveaway. But if you want to put your name in anyway, go ahead. What the heck? All right, everybody. Thank you for joining me. This is G Bear signing off.